Hello and thank you for joining me on the mat today. If you just came back from a long run or you want to stretch your legs at the end of the day, this will be perfect for you. I'm Andrea and I have my two assistants here, Yoko and Leona, but because they're sleeping, they won't be doing any yoga today with me. Let's start in a lunge position. Engage the core first to be able to support you and lift yourself from the pelvis, and then deepen the lunge. This is a great stretch for the hip. And we're staying here for 3, 2, and 1. If you want to go just one step further, take your hands to the inside of the foot and move the foot slightly closer to the edge of the mat for your lizard. You can stay either here, or if you want more and you have more space, you can come onto the forearms. And let's stay here for 5 more inhales and exhales. In through your nose, out through your nose. One more. And slowly come up onto your hands if you are on the forearms, and move the foot back to center. Aiming to have your hips over the knee, just slide your heel forward until you have a straight leg. And here you might want to use blocks on either side of the front leg, so you can fold over. Or if you have something taller, like I have the sofa here, you can use it to sustain and hold yourself up. But if your hamstrings can take it, either come onto some blocks or all the way down if you have the length in the muscles. Keep a slight bend in the knee to feel it more in your hamstrings rather than the knee, and actively try to get the right hip back. Just 3 more here. Inhale, bend the knee, remove the blocks if you had them. Move the leg back closer in. And now move the heel until it gets close to the left hand. And place the leg down. Slide the back leg back. Find your position and come into pigeon. In pigeon you can stay here or come onto the forearms or even all the way down. I prefer the forearms version. And if there's a lot of space under your hip, you can always prop with a block or with a pillow, because you want to be able to sink into the mat. And if you're holding yourself up because you can't stretch further, you're bringing more tension than relaxation. and this is not what we aim for. 3 more here. Inhale, come onto the hands. Slide onto the hip and bring the left leg forward. Here, just take the right leg over the left and give it a good hug. I'm gonna turn so you can see what I'm doing. Just give it a hug. You'll feel a nice stretch here. And if this is okay, then you want more, you can take your leg into your hands like you would do with a baby. Get it as close to your body as you can, and maybe even rock the baby from side to side. Come into stillness, and we're staying here for 3, 2, 1. Release the leg. Come back to the center, into hands and knees. And we're repeating this on the left side. Leg forward into the lunge. Oops. And deepen. You can have the toes tucked or untucked, it's your choice. And if you want a little bit more, slide the leg closer to the edge of the mat, hands in the inside of the foot, and either hands or onto the forearms for your lizard pose. We're staying here for 5. Inhale, come onto the hands, leg back to the center. Have hips over the knee, and then slide the left heel forward, slide bend in the knee and fold forward. For this one, I'm just gonna use the sofa here to fold forward. Have the foot flexed. Oh yeah. Bend the knee, take it back, and then just take the heel towards the opposite side and settle into your pigeon. Yes. Either here or down. You can close your eyes, relax. Two more. on your next inhale, come onto the hands and onto the hip. Hop. And slide the other leg forward. Give it a good hug. And if you want more, let's rock the baby. Let's put the baby to sleep. Come into stillness. And release. Now, to stretch the quads, you have a few options. Starting in a lunge, right leg first, and catch the back knee. You can stay here, or if you want a deeper stretch, you can use a wall or my sofa here. I'm gonna use my sofa. Have the knee onto the ground and get closer to the wall or the furniture you're using, and just push the hip forward. This is a really, really strong stretch. Okay, come forward, release. And let's switch sides. So lunge and catch the leg. What the wall or the sofa would do is just press so much that the heel is touching your butt. But if you can do it here, that's fine. And we're staying here for 5. If your knees are sensitive, you can pad your knee, either double the mat or add a blanket or a pillow. 2 and 1. Release. If you've been out for a run, your core is probably sore, so let's stretch it next. Have hands next to your chest. You can have the legs slightly wider than hip width apart, and just press up into a back bend. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. If this is too much for you, you can come into Sphinx pose, and it will do the same for your abs. Just aim for having the chest forward and the shoulders back. Take hands next to your chest and push back into child's pose. Come back up. if we're here, come onto the heels, and let's not forget about the feet. Have palms behind your back and just lift the knees up to stretch the top of the feet. This also gets a little bit of my shoulders. And release. Come into a wide butterfly. So have the soles of the feet together, but not that close to your bum. Have a sort of a diamond shape. And here, and just wiggle, 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 and fold forward. Inhale, come up. And let's do just one more thing. You can opt for Shavasana, or if you want something special for your legs, let's take the feet up on a wall. Okay, I moved my mat next to a wall. And now what we're going to do is get close to the wall. Until the bum gets right next to it, and feet up. I'm going to leave you here. You can stay for as long as you want, and thank you again for sharing this practice with me. It's been an honor to guide you through. Namaste.